Aki, Nu, no, Sen is the Dwight. Sorry, Nu's on the Trevor. I said, and Sen on the Dwight. So yeah, I mean it'll be good. It'll be good. Brutal eruption, pain res, corrupt. We are going to see big center retaking chase here. Just how does this guy always manage to get in chase first?
I mean, this is how he plays, right? He's doing this on purpose. You love to see it. He has the life to be able to make it all the way back around Shaq as well for that greedy Volt. Will be able to make the pallet and get it down, but he's actually going to greet it and try to avoid the bound. Super Taco is going to be able to connect, but the throw does mean he will not be injured, and because of the proximity of this pallet, he may be able to prevent the tag for even longer. I do want to point out, Jump, something we talked about a little bit earlier in the day when we watched the previous Wesker set was that last night, we did see Team Australia play this and get 4 stages out the door. Sorry, not 4 stages out the door, 4 stage 2 fresh, everything else out the door, which is an incredible result. We are not spectating because I believe we might have an incorrect build on the side of our survivors, meaning that will be a fault restart, a minus 0.5 penalty to them. That is very unfortunate. We did not spot that immediately as the casters, but our refs have that keen eye that was caught out very early. So good job to them. And because of that, yeah, that will be a restart with a minor penalty to 2Savage.
You're exactly right. Minus 0.5. Now, what that indicates is that there is no tie concept, meaning if Super Taco K1, Sen 4, that means that the win will go to Kratos because of the 0.5 penalty, which obviously is just a minor, which in the grand scheme of things can be game changing. Obviously, 2Savage being as good as they are might not see that effect as much as they probably, should, getting away having a slack off like that. But maybe Kratos can punish them. Mastermind is definitely a doable killer to punish people on. It's very new these days. And if Pepsi's been doing his homework, Pepsi, if Super Taco's been doing his homework, maybe he will be able to have really short chases, which is honestly Wesker's strongest suit these days.
Yeah, no, 100%. It definitely is. I feel like Wesker is definitely strongest in chase. But going back to my earlier point that I was saying before we did have the disconnects and the penalty, was that we did see this team previously play this set literally last night. Basically, this team, Team Australia, is effectively just 2Savage with some extra additions. Jumps being one of them, funnily enough. But yeah, so we've seen this team basically completely dominate on the most grandiose stage they could in this set, and you asked me heading into the Spacey and Friend game if that was an accurate representation of what we could see there, and I said no. Obviously now, I think that very much is. I wouldn't be too surprised if we see a very similar result from these survivors. They love this set like nothing else. Hell, they might be scrimming not only the best in the region at the killer, but one of the best in the world overall at this killer on the daily to prepare for these games. So, I mean, if anyone's going to be able to match the result that they got in the World Cup, it would be the survivors that did it.
No, I will agree, and we did catch them with the champion alight. Come on, mate. Come on. It's not allowed. It's not allowed. This is not that era anymore. I don't know who allowed champion on the West Cup, but last season. Jeez Louise, and thank God it's not allowed these days. Keen eye from the ref. Love that. Hate that it's a restart. Love that the refs are locked in. That's beautiful to see. Honestly, little chief, I think I think if you're the bro Super Taco, you're kind of wanting that. It's kind of a shocking first chase. He did get a throw that didn't convert into anything. No, didn't exceed a health state or concede one, I should say. Either way, yeah, I think you'll be fine with that. You definitely want to restart there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, the restart does favor Super Targo just that little bit, and obviously it does just in general when it comes down to the rules and regulations of the tournament, as 2Savage did receive a penalty overall. We have been informed that actually what's happened is that it wasn't a mistake in terms of the referees missing it or the builds being incorrect when we were given anything. It was that they just put on the wrong build. They might have put on the builds that they were using last night, I guess. Accidents happen, that can happen, but unfortunately, as we do follow the rules very strictly, that will be a penalty nonetheless, despite the fact it probably was just an honest mistake. So yeah, the restart overall does favor Super Taco in terms of game state, but obviously will favor him as well because it means he has a little bit less to play for overall. Now, it's still very important that he will set a positive win con for his team. I think 7 stages is going to be probably the best of the best he could achieve from this position against this team, and obviously that being no Tycon allowed, 7 stage 3 fresh being a win for Kratos in this scenario if it was to be matched in both sets. I think that's more than achievable.
I think that's a wrong statement by any means at all. I think that's beautifully said. What I do think is it's never favorable, like you said, to verse 2Savage, is it? Can't really get a set that you can get one up on them. I know this is going to be Kratos' pick, Mastermind. Now, a lot of people would sit there and go, well, hold on a second. It's a bit of a stupid pick, no? Because Sen's probably the top, probably the best Wesker. I think that's fair to say in the region. I think that's fair, yeah. But like sometimes that's what you have to resort to. No, little chief. That's just the where you have to go. And honestly, no disrespect to my big pumpkin man, but this is the man you want chasing. I will be so brutally honest. This is the man you want to chase because he's probably the head-on build or the gen build. Didn't have 2 dashes there. That is a bit unlucky. We do make Shaq. Honestly, great start. Better start. Anyone that's not Sen getting chased starts probably better. Either way, you wouldn't chase anyone. This man has to last. He is going to last. I do love this passion. Great soul. Oh, terrible checkies though. But it's alright. Hook mid though, Lucci. Maybe that's not alright. The double's not popping. We know that.
No, but oh my god, his pain rate. Oh, never mind. We do have one right on top of us, actually, all the way on this hook edge 5. I was going to say that would be very problematic. The locations of his pain reses are definitely not ideal. Super Taco might be a little frustrated about that, considering the restart definitely has not done him any favors there. So it will be interesting to see if he is able to get those downs in the mid map. If he will choose to hook there, because obviously pain res is such a valuable perk to be using at all times. If we were getting a tag off of that, by the way, it would have been diabolical. With the new hitboxes I had mentioned previously, it was more than possible. But once again, Sen is going to vault that Shaq window, an aggressive vault, but Lithe to buy him the extra distance he needed to make up to get away from the Wesker bounce. And now Super Taco is just going to opt to secure the stage. He knows that he has some good gens here. Bottom he has Shaq, he has 5. He probably has something towards 3 or 2 as well that he can just sit in between with the hook here as well. We know Sen is going to aggro it. We see backing on a gen. I'm sure Nu isn't too far away either. We do just see him creeping into the tile on the top side. There he is. They're going to play for the double. Not too sure if our killer Super Taco does have Beetle to deny the solo trade. I don't think he does. That was medallion gloves, no? So it's technically possible for you to save solo in this scenario, and the slam definitely guaranteed that, but we won't even be taking the trade nonetheless. That will just be the 2 men getting the free unhook. Canna will be back in chase, being able to make it all the way to the 2 tile with his BT. That will be a BT slap, giving him the extra distance he needed to make main. In the background, we did see the gen directly next to him pop. That was Baki's gen top mid. I'm sure Baki will be lurking around, the classic Beamer SB player, giving himself the distance. Oh no, actually we've opted to go instead of gen. So never mind that. Although Canna is rotating back around to the front side of main, there is the potential that he could be dying towards that gen at 8. So Baki could play for a flashlight save. Instead, we've opted to go back into main. We'll play down towards 1. Being cut off here by the door breaking, but Canna has dropped our 50-50 pallet, the notorious 50 pallet outside main. And unlucky for Canna, that will be his second down of the game. Although, once again, so far away from our pain reses. Not that it matters the pain res is popped, but that is something to keep in mind for future reference. The greedy drag all the way to this hook here means that he would be off with a hit. Look, we're trying to body block it, but we've not been able to get in front just in time. Nu hasn't done enough, and now look at this. Sen is out of position. He's just able to avoid the bound tag with that tree, but will be eating a tag through the pallet. He didn't even do that. We've nearly dumb-teched the man as well. We used Lithe to get back around the rock in time, but decided to re-zone ourselves back to it. So, not too sure what the idea was there, but Super Taco opts to take the break with Brutal, giving Sen access to Shaq once more. Canna will be left to sit right here on this hook for a little while longer. We know Shaq was a little high progress from Sen sitting it previously. We have 5 and we have this gen mid. These gens are diabolical, I do want to add, but it won't be having any of them pop anytime soon unless we get the unhook, and look at that, that's already happened. We did see that Gen at 9 pop. New managed to avoid 2 tags, not giving a tag away for free. Canna was able to make main because of those bounce and jumps. Depending on Cannon's chase, we may be seeing the outs coming in very, very shortly.
Yeah, man, he just needs to go to the eye filler down on the 2 mid side, and then get a body back to main, just play main for its max distance. He's going to do this. He's going to go out the door here. Now, I do believe he will run to the eye filler mid. FTP coming through. I mean, that really sort of wasn't worth it. He makes the eye filler. I mean, you could have just dropped this and then had a body, or just taken the body to the eye filler. Either way, we are going to drop this. He should be able to make the main vault again. If you're Super Taco, you're trying to play this. Very, very unlucky. I can't believe that was even attempted. That was that close. But we do make the main vault again. Main not being kicked. The other main door not being kicked isn't really as bad for him. We do see Canna. Nice little juke there. He's not going to make the 11 filler, though. He will be dead. On top of it, is there a bloke here to pressure? There isn't a bloke here to pressure it. We need... If you're Sen, you need to just run on triple, I think, now. I think you need to run in triple, and I think they will. There was a lot of pressure on that last gen at 5. Good def location. I'm not too sure. Can we have a geese at what Sen's doing? Sen's ran main. They just popped maybe. Maybe they just popped without a triple. They have to do that now.
Pop. Yeah, they're definitely gonna pop. I think they were always going to pop you alright. Look, we're not even going to stick with the gen for the double. We're just going to try and take the down. That was an adrenaline play attempt, but unfortunately, Baki was slammed right into Nu. So despite the fact we got the adrenaline off, Baki did not protect his brethren for as long as he wanted to. Nu will now be slammed once again and hooked. This will be the 4th stage of the trial collected as the gates are already open. We'll be resetting Sen surely and playing for this. I'm not doubting it, but this is where things could be a little interesting, right? Because if the trade doesn't go well, we are pretty far from the gate as well. We could be collecting even more stages than just the 6 we are promised right now. It really will come down to what our killer decides to do, but he's very aware of that fact. So instead of allowing the reset to come through, we're going to go pressure our survivors out the gate all the way at 11, securing our 6 stages too fresh. I have to say, considering how that game went, I think 6 is probably the best Super Taco was going to get. I think it's probably...
I mean, maybe not. There might not be an instance where he gives you the leeway. Great players just do great things, you know, we've seen it time again. It's hard to stop blokes when they're in their flow state. I think he saw someone, and I think I saw someone at 9, maybe he did, maybe he's baiting someone else out. Looking back main here, we do hear somebody, the scratch marks have been done. We do have the beetle tendril off the rip. We do get an in-gen. Main is not as safe against the Wesker as some may think, but we do have quite a fucking beautiful setup here. We have a pallet gym into a jungle gym that connects into main. If there's a pallet 4, that's just beautiful. There's no real reason why there shouldn't be a long chase. You have the main window there as well. Adam's in to take I would say a pretty average hit. We don't even make main for that, and that's going to be a death. And Little Chief, I just want to make one more point. We had a filler 1 into the filler. Yeah, that's just a beautiful setup. When you're loading as survivors, that's the RNG you comp and say you have to take first. That should have just been so free. And I mean, you can't say the odds weren't in their favor to start off, because it definitely was. You don't even have to look at the rest of the RNG. All you have to know is that I mean, look at this. Look at this side. This side's terrible, right? But you had the place to take it. You had the good place to take, and I don't know. It's a bad start. It really is. Plus a death here as well. 2 hooks. 2 hooks that didn't need to come through, unfortunately. But what can you do?
Yeah, I mean, Charms, the mechanical display from Sen has already been nothing but incredible. I can't lie. You are right, though. Wow, that's an interesting look of the Ouroboros there. We get another tag. Oh, my word. Wait, we can't even trade because of Beetle as well. We're just going to have to... He might just be getting a bit huggy here. You're right. We do see Bill rotating in for the save. We're keeping him here. Oh, my word. He's done it again. That's 3 hooks at 5. I mean... Game's over. The win con's already impossible, right? We don't even need to worry about that. We're just going to try and get this injure onto the Bill, but to no avail. We will now just zone to the bottom side. Keep Light Soldier here for as long as possible. Our Adam stuck on this pallet. It's not really safe against the Wesker until it's down, but when it is down, you're just going to break with Brutal and zone the Survivor away. Unfortunately, Sten finally making a mechanical mistake, one of very, very few here, as we do get the other unhook in the background as well, might I add. But Cold has been left on the hook. He's finally gotten unhooked. We might be seeing the tunnel out come in at 5 if we aren't careful. And look at this. Here he is right in front of us. That is troublesome indeed. Sen vaulting right after him, keeping him main. The doors are broken. There's not a lot to work with. We do see Bill here to protect the president, but we've gone back to the pallet. Sen tries to catch him out with the bound, but hasn't done so just yet. Now that hit take will be coming in. Sen does not let it last for very long. We take the hit as Cold vaults the window. Now Sen will be trying to cut him off as he does play back
Oh my
all the way to 2, but he doesn't even make it. In the background though, a gen does pop. Might I say that is mighty impressive. I didn't think that was going to be coming in anytime soon. And Light Soldier's gen also has a fair bit of progress, but the 3v1 at 4, we're having to leave that gen. We already knew it was the one at 9 being worked. We just get to kick it for free now. Everyone's injured. Light Soldier is fully infected. He's already in chase as well. These bounds will be hard to avoid, but Sen is just going to keep him away from every resource. If you can't get the down, you might as well zone, and that's exactly what we've done here. Light Soldier will go all the way to edge 11 on the floor now. The win is secured with this hook. I do want to add, this game was done in 60 seconds. That is incredible from Sen. But, I mean, at this point, you're not even playing for the win con. You're playing for a generational result. We know that the gen at 9 is no longer being worked. We did see the reset come in the background. Daihao and Chuck need to be found ASAP if we want to deny them from getting much more from the game, because at this point, you know, it's still technically possible for them to go double a gen and pop another if they leave Light Soldier to die on hook. But I'm pretty sure all of their gen progress is now gone. We're starting from scratch in the 3v1, and until Light Soldier is out of it, there is still a chance. But with the spray coming in for Daihao now all the way at 5, Sen is more than aware of where he is. He's found him at check. He's holding the bounty. He will get a tag, and that is a throw edge map, but not a tag just yet. Light Soldier's off the hook, but I mean, hey, at this point, we're going chase to chase. Exactly what I talk about so often. You need to control the momentum of the game if you are the survivor, and we're not doing that just yet, Jones. Oh my word, what have we done here then?
I mean, this could just be low-key 4K4 here. The guy doesn't miss. I mean, yeah, 4K4 is what it's going to be. There's no way I don't see this ending as a 4K4. Now, we did have a moment earlier where I did say he was going to hit a little hug techie on the main car, called it. I think he's going to do it again as well, off the rock filler. If he goes 11 or 1, he does have. I feel like he's playing on 30 right now, Little Chief. I sense he's playing on 30. If he's playing on 30, it means he's just going to full send it. And I don't think he's really going to care about the back end of this game. And we might see some play clips. Hopefully, we catch out Bill. Bill, honestly, has rotated away from that gen. Not bad from Bill there. You need that. You honestly need that to like achieve a good result here. And by good, I mean not 4K4.
I mean, you're 100% right. The 3v1 is where stealth becomes not just an essential part of, not just an important part of the game, but an essential one. This is exactly where stealth matters so much. Speaking of stealth, we get head-on by our Bill here, I believe. No, it's not Bill. I don't know why I thought it was Bill. It is Light Soldiers. This is an injured Death Hook survivor. Sends on for something a bit cheeky there. Getting a hug. Oh my word, that was closer than it seemed. That nearly was a beautiful one for the highlight reels once more. But we're going to try and keep him here on this window for as long as possible. Get our bounce back and then maybe set up for something beautiful yet again. But, I mean, Light Soldier, I think he's realized he doesn't want to get clipped. Has tried to G. I didn't think he got down there. I thought he lived. That was really, really interesting to see. He didn't hit the wall. He didn't splat. He just fell. He fell on his back and decided to get back up and fall on his stomach. He's on the ground and now he's dead. 2v1 at 4 gens. Daihao is also Death Hook. I mean, my word, Jones, what is there even to say? There's not much to analyze about this game. Everyone's just been dead. Everyone's just dead.
Yeah, I mean, the guy is a specimen on the West guy. It will be 4K4 if they get an extra gen for it. Fair play, they deserve the 4K3 because it has been a bit of a brutal beating here on the side of 2Savage. This has been a 6-stage 2 fresh to, let's say, a 4K3. I pray they get this last one. Yeah, quite a dominating result. I mean, yeah, but you want to see Sen do this more often. You know you can turn it on at any time. This is this is probably some of the best Wesker I've seen him play. He hasn't missed at all. Just has won every mind game 50. Breedle was just an amazing perk as well for him. Didn't, I mean, anyone who says, this is just proof RNG doesn't matter. Like, the guy 4K fought and they had, like, amazing RNG down right side. Even bottom, like, they just have tiles still there, rock tiles and shack and shit. Even 9 mid. There's the little consolidation prize, 4K. 3, they have this 9 tile as well, little chief. Like, they just have good fillers. It's not a bad map. It's a great map, I'd say. I'd argue not the best, but still great. Either way, the guy just brings in Beetle or Beetle Tendril, makes it seamless, and you can't really analyze. Like you said, it's not really anything to analyze. It's just pure.
Oh, like, come on. Come on now, Sen. We do not need to be ruining the reputation of the man that we've got in Chase. Poor Chuck. Poor Chuck. He didn't deserve that. But, I mean, that was beautiful. What else can you say? Like, yeah, I mean, you're right, Jumps. Like, I've already pointed out, there's not much to analyze. The game was over before it began, literally ending in under 2 minutes. I mean, there's nothing to talk about. That's just a down as well. We zone, have Brutal, and a power to be able to deny him making main. That's Chuck on the ground. We don't know where Daihao is, but he's death hook and injured. As soon as he's found, the game will be over. Maybe he's seeing a gen. Maybe they pop another because then it's just been having his fun. Who knows? We'll see. But, yeah, no, I mean... There's really not much else to add. Sen's very clearly just trying to have fun. He secured the win con about 10.5 minutes ago at this point. So, yeah, it's just... I mean, how do you bounce back from a result like this if you are Kratos at this point? You have to go into the next set and not expect the same thing to happen. This isn't even 2Savage's pick. This is the Kratos pick. They decided to play this set themselves, and 2Savage picked Oni. Now, you can only imagine if this is what the man has done on Wesker, how do you think they're going to feel about him going into Oni?
I mean, it's a bit of a demoralizer because you're gonna have to play the same guy on a weaker killer. That's not a secret, but I mean the guys are. Yeah. I thought I did mention that. Sorry, I thought I did. This is gonna be a death as well. Oh, he's not dead.
Oh,
no.
He didn't get down. Did they fix the hitboxes? Because that definitely would have killed him. Like, well, no, because I obviously I played a ghoul set yesterday and I was still getting bitched by it because the timing is still different for ghouls. So like, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just cooked. Maybe I'm terrible. We're finding out I might be not the player. Well, we shall see. This is gonna be another incredible hug. He got stuck on thin air and hopes and dreams of Chuck there, but. Oh my word, he's done him dirty yet again, Chuck. Poor guy. Poor guy has actually just been Sen's little plaything for the entire back end of this match. Like, he's been bullied. He's been bullied. You can't do that, Sen. Like, stop. Like, the clips have been farmed. You've ruined this guy's day. Hope you're happy. He's going for it again as well.
Upsetting. They've almost struck a 4K too, not that it really means anything, but 4K3, it's a tough result to swallow. Really, really nicely played from the big man himself. Oni next, looks like he said, yeah. We have let him live just for the clip content. I don't hate that. Honestly, Little Chief, going into Oni, I do think it's going to be less of a shit show, more and less, more coordination. I feel like Oni's a bit harder to have things go wrong. I could be wrong. Could be very wrong. There's not really much to analyze, I don't think, bro. I'll be honest.
No, I agree, but I actually think I wholeheartedly disagree. I think there's a lot more that can go wrong on Oni. I feel like Oni is way better at snowballing than Wesker is, and I mean, look what Sen just did with bounds and M1s. You can only imagine what he can do with some blood and an M2 on the power of Oni. Like, hell, we've seen him 4K4 before he 4K4'd Forsaken last season. He's done it multiple times outside of that, but that's the one in most recent history that I can think of. So, I mean, hell, if they give a really early tag, Sen's able to get his power up nice and early. This gen's making this insta-flick really hard, by the way. I just want to point that out. This palette is pretty shaped like an L. It's, like, relatively easy to insta-flick. You just need not the gen there, and the gen has obviously cost Sen a few of those flicks, but the hugs will be his next objective. Trying to get the vault down, he's unable to do so. So, Daihao will be living for a little bit longer, making this pillar bot mid, winning that 50 as well. Sen swings to thin air, but he will keep him here, bounds in hand once more. I think he might be sick of the games at this point, which is why the M1 down was attempted, unable to hit this insta-flick yet again. Daihao's had the longest chase of the game, and it feels like he's just being toyed with, all things considered, so we shall see how this one ends up. Maybe Sen gets a bit sick of it. He has indeed, so that will be the 4K3 secured.
No, you're exactly right. Honestly, Little Chief, we will take a little brief short intermission, catch our breaths, and we will come back. Please stay with us. Beautifully played. 1-0 to 2Savage.
Oh, and we are back, everybody. Apologies. I've not realized that I am taking us in this time. So we are back. It is the Oni, and oh my, do we have a surprise for you, everybody. I've already alluded to it in chat, but I couldn't be any more excited. Our killer player is Phantom. He has returned, and my word, am I excited to see what the man can do after his hiatus. I'm so excited. We still have the same lineup of survivors playing. It is the same map, Cold Tower 1, the same survivors. The only thing different is the killer and its player. We are now on Oni. My word, you can only imagine the fear you would be feeling if you are Kratos right now after that Wesker performance. You cannot let this game go the same way. Joms, how do you think everybody's feeling? Do you think Phantom's got what it takes?
I mean, it's not a fair question to ask, is it? Yes, I mean, the guy has a solidified legacy, solidified resume. If you are an OG, you know this man. Everyone knows the man. He was honestly one of the greatest. You have to give him his rounds, his credit. He's done a lot. He's honestly put, if you remember Inception on the map quite a lot, you've seen him zone break this one. Obviously, you saw the light come out. He's already kicked the mid, like the 7 side. He honestly do maybe what you see. I would like to compare him maybe to sort of Gibbsy's playstyle. They just try and catch someone out of position, which honestly isn't going to be this build, but almost could have been very, very nicely. We are going to get the track palette for, I guess, not for nothing. You see 3 blokes on a gen, 2 doubling, of course, right? So standard stuff. Standard stuff. I would say, Little Chief.
Yeah, for sure. The split is definitely what you would normally see. Although, unfortunately, we do have this bot mid and a full mid gen to work around, which are the gens we are working right now. So getting them out of the way would be very beneficial. But if Phantom is able to get a tag in the process and get power before that does come through, it would be incredible. But I don't think that's going to happen. We still have this eye filler. We can play it back into Shack. We still have the window to play around and all of the distance itself. And bam, that is top mid already popped. Phantom's first tag is definitely coming in at more of the expected mark for a regular Oni set, not the caliber we would normally expect from 2Savage, obviously. Sen being their regular Oni player and him normally, honestly, putting up results that are just inhuman on this killer like we had just seen on Wesker. But finally, that final tag has come in. We are on Fang and Crutch, meaning we don't have Hull to give us that extra blood, get that power a little bit quicker, or a little sneaker pick of the blue passive gain, which I've seen some of the Chinese teams running. May even see it today from Kratos. We won't know just yet, but he will very, very shortly from our Bleeding Survivor of Cold be able to get his power. And we'll see what he has to do after that. You know, it is very popular that once you get your power, you leave the chase, leave the Survivor bleeding, and go put eruption on your gens and try to find a fresh Survivor. And I think we're going to do exactly that, Joms.
I think you're exactly right. I mean, tag came at a pretty okay time. I'd say, you know, they're going to pop the double, which is pretty good. That's what you want to see. I don't think he really cares about the double, though, because, you know, I don't know if you mentioned Chief, you think he did. Has pretty cool gens bottom. I don't think the RNG is that favorable bottom either. Yeah, you got like a Matchsticks 5. Maybe like a subtle Rip Killer 4. I don't even have that. See Phantom doing little AD movement coming from the edge map there. Gonna choose to get a bit sluggy. No, just choose us for the pick. I do agree with this pick. Get your pain res. Oh, Chief, the pain reses are just not his favor, are they? Though they're on top. He actually just has to take the mid one. Just because you have to. I mean, you don't have to take it, but like, where's the value gonna come through if you don't take this pain res now? Like, it's kind of, it's honestly not a favorable start for the big man on his return.
No, it really isn't. And, you know, as much as I just spent like a lot of time hyping him up, it definitely has been a pretty mundane start. I feel like maybe the downtime and the time away has probably taken its toll, you know. We aren't seeing the Phantom we would have once seen previously, but I mean, hey, this is still an okay position to be in overall. This gen bottom mid is pumping away. The gens bottom are very nice, as you did point out. If we can get another tag and get our power up, we might just be doing that onto Light Soldier. He only has the window to work with. We will be taking the vault, and we aren't able to make it with the extra ping, meaning that is power in hand. We now have 2 survivors bleeding, one of them being our tunnel out. The gens bottom will be easy to protect. We see someone just leaving it now towards this tile 8. It is a jungle gym as well, might I add. That we have some pretty decent RNG in terms of tiles, I'm almost certain. Checking that locker, nobody's there. We saw the scratch marks into the tile. Phantom just fighting his own demons with that one, but I don't actually know what he's checking for. I think he suspects that there might be someone else close by. I'm almost certain that he saw the scratch marks into the tile, but look at this. We do catch out Daihao, who only has the shack window to work around. We'll have to see what they are up to. We fake the window vault perfectly. Phantom will block it off with Bam now, as our survivor is able to take all their distance to 6. I'm not too sure if we have the pallet here. We do, but because of the ping, we get it down, but we don't get across it. So that is the down, and now the question is, will Phantom get sluggy? He has enough power to be able to do so, and an eruption proc, which is perfect. That will be Light Soldier once more on the ground. This might just be the pick and another pain res.
Great hook. That's a great. It's an annoying situation. They're still in a good spot, I'd say. The survivor lineup. It's still like very outable here. I mean, considering that this is the setting, considering it's his return, I wouldn't say it's the most dominating return. You'd expect Bloke to have. I think we saw someone walk around that wall there with Fix at it. I could be Stony Baloney, but I'm pretty sure we did around the short side tile on the hook side there. But oh no, he just pre-ran to main. That maybe could have just been doubled. I think I did see somebody. Either way, we do trail for blood here. This is the Nia. This is very lucky. It's not the Nia, I don't think. The Nia just got reset, so he's going to have to wait for a bit of passive here. Grab those 2 orbs at 11. Play the sort of same play style. Now, the good thing is he still has a Bloke on the hook in the middle here, so it's not completely for free. Oh, no, we do have these as well. That's very... So we get power. This is going to make the next interaction for Kratos very, very interesting, because he could choose to flick back. He could choose to commit on gens. They do pull at a very, very good time. He does fatigue. We can't stealth, though. I think stealthing here is the important key we needed. I think you need to be able to stealth that there, because he just goes back and chases Pepsi if he doesn't find anybody. And that's just a chase at main. And the power really hasn't even been wasted, Chief. Like, he should get enough. I see blood on the bottom. See, I know there'd be blood mid. He definitely gets it. He just had to get enough, especially with these ones that come off the hook here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Might have been 5, actually. I think it's 4, but he definitely should. He's playing it well. He's playing it well. The 4 freshers is good. You need this. You need this after like an irritable start, I'll say.
Oh, 100%. I do think the way Phantom has been forced to play this after his start that didn't go to plan has been in this style. He's having to protect his gens over playing for the tunnel. He's going to focus on that a little bit later. We do have Cold now hooked within our gens on a hill. Very hard to get the unhook. We're going to go around now, get our eruption on all of the gens bottom that we want to protect. Beautiful stuff overall. But yeah, the problem is right now that, I mean, hey, we are pretty free to work these gens top, and because we've gone to check them instead of protecting those gens and the hook at the bottom side, the unhook has come in for free. We're now going to focus on the survivor that we found at 1. We're going to try and take the chase on them at main with power. We do see Bill here. We're going to pop power right on top of them now. This is someone that we do have a hook stage on already, so we can get that tunnel out going. We did just see him use Lice to make it all the way back around main. I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to make it to the window. Actually not, because of Phantom's beautiful movement on the Oni, and because of how quickly that down came in, we are just going to take the opportunity to slug. Light Soldier has DC'd.
I mean, has to be an internet issue. It just has to be. I don't see it being anything else, Chief. I mean, unless you have some extensive knowledge that I might not have. But that just sells anything that you could have had. That just sells, you know, anything. Yeah, now you're going to play 3v1. Essentially, you've given up 2 hooks, not because you've given them up, but you've been forced down 2 hooks now, and you're in a 3v1. It's just the worst situation possible, because you're not gonna have any chance to restart. It is definitely way too late in the game. Oh, that's upsetting. That's just a kick in the nuts.
100% is. I mean, this game was looking like it was going to be out, potentially a 4K1 if Phantom was able to capitalize on some mistakes that potentially could have been made. That swing not hitting is diabolical. I think he's been auto-aimed into the wall a little bit there, although maybe the ping isn't as much as I once presumed. I thought that would have connected, but either way, Phantom does just enough to be able to get his power without the tag, so we will be using this to get our movement around the rock. We do now have the down to die. How Cold and Chuck are top side of the map. They having just pulled, not having enough time to reset. We will slug and go for them. We pop the gen, it's a 4K2 at least. And I'm sure someone's going to be caught out of position here. We make the pallet to run. We know that this is Chuck, and the pallet is dropped. Beautiful movement yet again from Phantom. He's on the ground. It's a 2v1 now if he takes the pick, and he will, knowing he doesn't have enough power left to be able to slug. He's somehow on the other side of the pallet. Now that is mighty interesting. A very delayed vault there causing that, but 2v1 at 2 gens, I don't think there's much progress left. We don't have a lot of power, at least, if we are Phantom, so our survivors, oh my word, never mind, they were bleeding on this gen. That's power already back. Unlucky. Really, really unlucky if you are Kratos.
Yeah, I mean, that's all stages awarded, of course. So we're at essentially 1, 2, 7. It's gonna be 7-3 right now. Should just end up being at least at the minimum, okay, one, if anything, a 2 finish. It's upsetting. It's not like they really wouldn't have outed. They probably could have outed. I definitely think they had the capacity to. New owner, which isn't going to allow you to get that, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, can you say other than unlucky for one, for two? You know, it's definitely a situation. Resilience could have been a factor on the side of the survivors. I mean, I'm not sure how fair to say because the situation is quite grim. You know, had a DC after a pretty decent start. That was almost really, really nice. This is the last fresh. Probably just will commit this. I mean, like the other guys slugged in the ground. Yeah, the last guy slugged in the ground. I mean, you'd hope he does. What I guess I was trying to say is he should really have not maybe got this high of a result, all things considered. It looks a lot more like I said than what it is, but I mean they probably played to a 9-stage, 10-stage result if they kept playing, all things considered. I think Claudette stole from mid there, just does better while Pepsi swooped at him. And I don't know, he just doesn't find anyone. He has to go back because he's already popped power. In saying that though, I don't think he wouldn't have popped power if he didn't see anyone. We have to consider. I mean, no, he popped bottom and he went pop power and went bottom. So I guess, you know, he just gambled. I mean, either way, don't hate it. 4K2. Not and a result you probably will expect someone to match against 2Savage, I have to admit.
No, I'd be really, really surprised if this result is matched. I think the 4K2 will probably mean 2Savage are able to take it. I mean, it's 2Savage, right? The survivors are probably not going to give a tag for multiple.
Probability check on your radar for that out of 100.
Well, out of 100, I don't really have a number that's respectful to Kratos that I would like to say, but it's in the range of 1, maybe 2. To be honest, if that, I think that might even be a bit generous. Hates to say, hey, you know what? Moving on from this topic before I do step on some people's feet. We have the blue passive add-on, the one that I was talking about a little bit earlier that gets you your power if you don't get a tag that much quicker, which is nice to see. And oh my god, 2Savage are just all here. We're playing pass the parcel of the killer, all on bottom side. It is Oscillator on the killer, 2Savage are already playing the game as you would expect. We've got, who even is this? Backy all the way on this filler at 8. He's going to play his 50. He's presenting. We get stuck to that. Will be a tag coming in. That's a very early tag. I don't know what's going on there. I think Hannah is also just, no, it's Sen. He's just there to get the blind with a flashlight. He's still there to get the blind with a flashlight. We're going to SB in his face to prevent the tag. That was definitely an interesting play, but I feel like it was definitely intentional. You know, we want to get the chase on Descent as soon as possible. He's opted to jiggy all the way to 3. We're going to hold on these boxes for as long as possible to prevent the second tag. After this, we will just have our power. I mean, hey, everything I just said about a 4K2 being unachievable is looking mighty achievable when you have no gen progress, 2 tags, 2 survivors bleeding, and your power already. I mean, It is very classic 2Savage, is it not? You know, like I don't really know what else to say. You give away a tag for free because everyone's decided to basically run at the killer. We see the injured survivor all the way at Shaq. Sen's also here trying to get the reset. We just have our power. We're gonna pop power on both of them, and if we're able to get them both on the ground, things will look pretty bad overall. But I mean, that's if you can get the down, right? You're chasing Sen. Look at this. He's decided to greed the window, and that was not the correct play, but we've spun the killer, so we'll be able to make the pallet all the way back at 5. We're going to play for the stun.
No.
We've actually just greeted the pallet at the perfect time. We'll be able to play back around to it. We might even be able to jiggy off of this. We have indeed. We're all the way at Shaq now. No, never mind. We've actually read the movement from Oscillator, so we've gone back to 5, and Oscillator's had to ignore the chase. Sen has been lost. He's at Shaq now. He's on the pallet. He's fully playing for the greed once more. I mean, this is diabolical. We're getting the blind edge map. We're actually not able to, but this perfectly plays into the window at 5. A gen has popped on the top side. That was power completely ran after giving a tag near instantaneously. We're working the mid gen. That was Baki, I believe, who's had to take his distance. Maybe it was Canna, I wasn't too sure. And we had, no, it's Baki here all the way at 6. That was indeed Canna. We're just, whoa, a peculiar start. A very peculiar start, Chance.
I mean, that was some of the most bizarre game of my life. I mean, not to mention that, yeah, the 360 was a bit bizarre as well. I don't know what that was about. The double greed on the 2 fillers. We are all reset, so he can get power again. He doesn't have to collect all the orbs now. He can wait, let the passive build up, just build it up slowly, and just get guaranteed power. They're in a good spot. Like I said, they're just gonna juke one more power. Amongst all this, they have popped 2 gens, so Canna and Nu have been doing their part as the 4 men in the background. Either way, this gen has enough blood to recycle. So yeah, you do have, you know, if you play it smart, you do have a chance to snowball here. You need to be able to, I suppose, live. If we get stealthed here, this would be diabolical. If we do not get stealth, that's going to be, I believe, Sen just dead in the mid map on the most progressed gen at the moment. But I'm assuming you're just going to have 3 blokes, 2 blokes splitting top, and then 1 bloke stealth for pool here. Surely they have main and 1, maybe I'd say. Someone on 8 as well. They don't even have main 1. They have no top gens. My golly, they have all bottom gens. This is
diabolical.
This has been a crazy update because this has like happened so frequently this past week. There's been so much of this, like couple mid gens, no top gens. I think it's just really standard. It's flipped the map in a sense, but we are unhooking Bulla, and there was really no chance to get a pull there.
Yeah,
sorry to get mud there.
Unfortunately, yeah, no, you are 100% right. Sen is also unfortunately SP'd to fuck all. He's only got this edge filler and the LT's 8 to work around. So that's going to be his second hook, basically right after his unhook. That was definitely an interesting path there. I don't think he realized there was no filler 9. That is a bit of an unfortunate RNG on his end. So that will be his second hook of the trial. Still at 3 gens. The pain res having been used on that hook mid 8. I mean, yeah, holy hell, these gens are actually insane. We have main still remaining. That will be able to secure us a Tycon pretty easily, but with this mid-gen wearing power in hand, Sen on his death hook and another survivor about to enter chase all the way over to 2. Never mind, we've just decided to pull Sen. If he's able to last, this is obviously exactly what you need for the win condition. Canalafe's just in the corner there. We've been spotted out entirely, but Oscillator knows he can't play for it. He needs to find our stealthing Sen, and looking here, he has found him indeed. That will be a BT hit to save his life, but it will not be followed up by much unless he's able to make it to main, which he has indeed. We're going to have to play around the 50s pallet. We'll see how long we can last. Oscillator has some nice movement to be able to zone Sen away from main all the way to tile 10, and now it will come down to how quickly this down will come. This tile's a bit tricky for Oni, I must admit, with all the whips and bends. We're playing for the M1 hit, and we're just unable to get it. Sen vaulting the window just in time. Our power once again about to run out. Sen can play to the pallet, has to play M1 now. Still the same condition, 1 hit will be his death and untimely exit from the trial, but in the background that gen has popped, it is the 4K2. So what are we doing now? News coming in to protect the player, president man, Senary. That will mean that we are opting to leave the chase altogether as he makes the back main window vault. We see Baki all the way at 8. This gen is popped, so is 5. Wow, okay. Yeah, fair enough. I did not think that was gonna happen. The gens are popped. We're playing for outs. We have 2 stages on the board. When did these gens get so progressed, Jumps?
I mean, probably when he got his power ran the second time. I didn't really get anything. They got sent, but like it's whatever. I mean, yeah, it's been a pretty abrupt game. That's 2 stages on the board. I don't know how. I mean, this is proof of like you can do anything and anything. They took literally 2 tags in the first 10 seconds on ping, and they just 2-stage the guy. Just goes to show you anything is possible. Anything is truly possible. And yeah, I mean, it's been beautiful to watch. This has been a pretty dominant performance. Probably one of the more dominating matches you've seen play. Honestly, I can't even lie. I didn't expect this. I thought this would be a little bit more closer, to be honest. You are gonna see. Oh, and the stun.
That's just not needed, is it, Becky? That was just not needed. That's echoes of the silly JD thing from season 4. and mighty unfortunate. But Becky's out the gate. We've got Nu, Sen, and Canna still in the trial. There's no power left. We're having to play M1, man. Trying to... What are we doing? Like, I don't even know what's going on. Sen's is holding the SB. He's out. Nu's there. Canna's head-oned him on the locker into tile. Everyone's out the door. Sen, not even Sen, that's Nu has just run into him to get the free tag. Sen's having some moonwalks. He's not out, by the way. That's 3 stages, but... What a game. What a game indeed. We aren't able to get the Mori Oscillator, just a bit impatient now. I would assume also a little frustrated. My word, what a game.
Yeah. With all that